Fair enough.
Well, that's it for me.
All right, Dan.
What's
on your plate?
I started the weekend by getting lost on a very large golf course during a big rainstorm for a very long time.
In real life.
In real life.
Which?
Well, you need to roll a dexterity check and
Yeah. I
if
didn't
you
think
can
about that
climb
at
the
the
fence.
time.
Wisdom would tell you, if you had the innate ability to detect which way was west.
Well, I was looking at Google Maps, so here's the deal. So I'm doing this half marathon training stuff, and I'm getting to the point where on the weekends I'm trying to do my long runs. And so I'm making my long runs like 7 miles or whatever now. Mm-hmm. And so I like exploring different parts of the city. So it's like, oh, this time I'll do my long run through Golden Gate Park. This time I'll run along the ocean or whatever. This time I decided to go south from where I live, and it looked like there's a bunch of big lakes there. And it's like, oh, cool. I liked running around lakes in Minnesota. I'll do it here. And I followed around the edge of this lake for a while, and it just led onto this golf course. And I was like, oh, cool. I've never really been on a golf course. I'll run through here. And there's lots of twisty, turny little paths and stuff. And then it just starts torrential, downpour.
Yep.
And there used to be a bunch of golfers on there, but they all packed up real quick and head off to God knows where. And I was like, whatever, I can run through the rain. That's fine. Starts getting really heavy, so take my headphones out because I don't know if that can electrify your ears or how that works in the rain. I'm sure there's fail safes or
I bet there's not. I don't know. I just
safe. I err on the side of caution.
I have taken off jackets before, and that creates static electricity that then electrocutes me in my ears.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So err on the side of caution with that stuff.
Grounding happening in the phone.
Okay. Well, so I get to the point where it's 7 miles in, and my legs are kind of turning to jelly, and it's I kind of can't run that much anymore, and it's just pouring down rain. And I don't want to stand underneath a tree on a golf course, because that seems like the worst possible place in case there's lightning. Big flat area under a tree.
There's not that much lightning out here.
Yeah.
That's I usually associate with rain with lightning, but I guess I haven't seen that. But at this point, it's okay, I need to get near the road so I can just call a lift because I can barely walk now because I'm super tired. Mm-hmm. And so I go to the perimeter of the golf course, and it's all barbed wire fences and stuff. I was like, well, I can't get through there. And I was like, well, okay, I'll just keep running along the perimeter, and hopefully I'll find a gate or something. And I kept finding these doors and gates for cars and stuff with giant padlocks and stuff that had cobwebs on them, which are clear I'm trying to kick them open and stuff, and I couldn't climb the fence, and then there's barbed wire on the top. At this point, I'm just dead tired, and I'm soaking wet. Wound up finding some hut for groundskeeping with a bunch of tractors and shit and stuff for seeding the course or whatever the fuck you do. And I walk into this building, and there's just a couple bathrooms and then a few offices. And I'm walking through, and there's just dudes' offices there, and there's no one in this building. And so I'm just dripping wet, just looking around at people's offices, just trying to. I just want to ask someone how the fuck to get off of this golf course because I can't find any exit. I'm
Is this a Silent Hill level or something?
It was weird. It was in the middle of the day though.
A siren.
People don't golf in the rain.
So I'm standing on one side of this barbed wire fence, and I can see the sidewalk. And I'm if I could be on that sidewalk 3 feet from here, I could just call a lift and be home. And I couldn't. I spent 45 minutes in the rain just running around this golf course, and there's no other human beings anywhere. And then eventually I just had to go around the whole perimeter until I crossed a bridge, and then I was in society again. So that's how my Saturday started.
Next time, just lay down in the rain and let the darkness take you.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a weird morning, but I made it out of there.
I'm trying to remember Saturday morning because we had some crazy storms since Friday.
Yeah, it was raining off and on throughout the weekend for sure.
Yeah, there was a flood warning up where I was for Friday, but it didn't actually rain that hard. Actually, at one point they did say there was going to be thunder and lightning, but there was none. I was disappointed.
Yeah, I missed that. It doesn't really happen out here that often. Yeah. But video game wise, I did a lot of stuff we've covered already. I